John Cena fans aren't thinking about this, and in this video, I'm going to get you thinking, and I might get you a little upset. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is and why you need to be thinking about it. John Cena 2025 retirement tour has officially kicked off, making his first stop in LA January 6th, Raw on Netflix. Oh, what a moment it was. Now, when John Cena dropped his bombshell in the summer of 2024 in a surprise appearance at Money in the Bank that, hey, y'all, thanks for the memories, but I'm about to bounce. And when I do, the jean shorts or the jorts, they're gone. The wristbands, the headbands, the cap, the overall shirt, it's gone. You're going to see me in a suit and tie going forward, so you best buy your tickets in advance. That was the reason why John Cena announced his retirement tour literally 6 months in advance. And I give him a ton of credit for doing that. Not only did it set the expectations of what we can expect, where he's going to look to work around 36 events, although he has teased bumping it up to 40, John Cena is going to be around all 2025. He's going to be working live events, premium live events, and probably house shows as well, although they've cut back greatly on those. John Cena also wanted to let fans know, hey, if you ever wanted to see me, now is your time. Hey, if you want to see me one more time, here's your chance. I love that because he was straightforward. He was upfront with the fan base, letting you know the expectations, what to know, what to know, what to know. That is all John Cena does. What to know. Here it is. Lay it out. And that has set up a ton of expectation for his booking. Who is he going to work with? Is he going to work with younger talent? Is he going to work with an established talent? Is he going to break the world title record of 16? Is he going to hit number 17? Who's he working at WrestleMania? Will he win the Royal Rumble match? Will he be part of Elimination Chamber? Will he be part of Money in the Bank? Who is he going to feud with in his last match? Will he ever turn heel? Like, there's so many questions. Now, obviously, Cena's not turning heel, but you get the gist. There's a lot of questions. But the thing that I don't think fans are talking about enough is this. There have been countless stars to come out, and it's mostly younger stars, who talking about how I want to work with John Cena. I've seen Carmelo Hayes. I've seen Grayson Waller talk about how I want to work with John Cena. But I also think it's important that they should not highlight on the fact that he works with just young stars or first time ever matches. In fact, I think it's important to have an even balance of things. I also think it's something to keep in mind if you're a fan of, you need to balance your expectations. This is not John Cena from 2016. This is not John Cena from 2011. This isn't even John Cena from 2019. This is John Cena in 2025, a much slower yet smarter worker. And they're going to use him against younger guys to help get them over. They're also going to give him some wins and losses. And I'm preparing my soul to this of he's going to work a lot of tags and a lot of 6-man tags, 8-man tags, and 10-man tags because they're just trying to get him to the finish line. They're trying to get him to make all these stops, have some good moments on the way, but at the end of the day, no injuries, and get him to the finish line, right? Like, that was my biggest thing when he announced it. It's like, geez, what if you get injured, 6 months in or 4 months in or 8 months in? Are you just supposed to be like, peace out, I'm done? Or are you supposed to come back for 2 months? Like, how does that work? Right? He has a history of getting injured anyways. He's also really old if you're talking about pro wrestling. So it's like, ooh. But I also think you have to let him work with talent that he's worked with in the past. I think it's also important that he doesn't just put over young guys or just put over everyone like he has been in the last several years, right? His last match, at least on a premium live event basis, was over Solo Sikoa. He hasn't won a premium live event match in like years. So it's important to keep him strong. Like, you can build up other stars, but you don't have to have them beat John Cena. You can have him work with younger stars, but you don't have to have him just work with younger stars. I would love to see him wrestle Randy Orton one more time. I'd like to see him wrestle CM Punk one more time. I think it would be fun if he got to team up with a Cody Rhodes again, or a Rey Mysterio. How about an interaction or even a match with The Miz? There's a lot of ways that you can go about this. Who he works with at Mania, only who knows, right? People will always, the sameness in his WrestleMania opponent will be the same with his retirement opponent. No one will agree with everyone, right? There will be different opinions. Some people will say that they made a mistake with his WrestleMania opponent. Some will say that they got it right. Some will say they got it wrong with his retirement opponent. Some will say they got it wrong, right? Right and wrong. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's different. Y'all got different preferences, just like I do. So you have to temper your expectations when it comes to this John Cena retirement tour. Am I excited for it? Of course. He's one of the best ever, right? He's maybe not the best in-ring psychologist or the best in-ring worker, but it's John freaking Cena, right? He helped this company. Think about if we didn't have John Cena during the late 20, or let me back up a step. Think about if we didn't have John Cena from the mid to late 2000s. Think if we didn't have John Cena from the early 2010s. Like, they relied on this guy. He was the workhorse. He was the guy that would go out there, whether he was sick or injured, and he would go out there and work. He would make the towns. He'd make the media appearances. He did it all. He put WWE on his back, and he carried them to the point where Vince McMahon made it status quo. We will not rely on a number one guy going forward. Now, they tried to do that with Roman Reigns, and it ultimately paid off. But in all reality, I think his ideology behind we're going to put the brand over a name, I think that failed because it went from Cena, then it went to Roman, now it's on Cody. So it's like, I don't believe that, and obviously Vince is out anyways, but I digress. John Cena is such a huge, important, legacy-building type name in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, whether owned by a McMahon or owned by TKO. John Cena's ability to promote the brand, to be the right spokesperson for the brand, being able to be a guy that has even said, look, once I retire, I am not going anywhere. I'm going to be part of the WWE family. I'm going to continue to be an ambassador. He's already signed a non-talent agreement with the company. Heck, they own his name and they get royalties off of every single thing that he does. They own the guy's name. That's insane, but they own the guy's name. So when it comes to John Cena and his allegiance and his alliance and his loyalty to WWE, do not get it twisted. He is WWE to the core. He has WWE flowing through his veins. And whether he's an in-ring performer or an ambassador or part of the board of directors perhaps one day, John Cena, he is a WWE guy. And they are going to give him the respect that he had earned and deserves on his retirement tour. Now it's just plug and play. Who does he work with and when does the match happen? Sit back, relax. John Cena's retirement tour is coming your way.